Hey Veila,
Hi, Saieno.
how you doing today?
Doing
Great,
awesome.
we're gonna play some Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn.
And it looks amazing.
I'm glad you think so. We are going to be on the Chaos data center, and so you should be at the character selection screen right now. Click World, and I guess we'll go to Odin. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. I'm gonna make a new character here from some appearance that I created previously. I'm gonna make a little Lalafell. I think that looks good to me. Yeah, this game is gorgeous. Now, they just came out with patch 2.3, and so there might be some new stuff here. But we're going to do, the starting player experience here, just kind of for people that are interested in the game and wanting to check it out. What are they going to expect, Alright, now, you're going to see this Orzayan calendar and stuff. Just kind of put in your birthday. That's what I do. And then for the signs and stuff, it's basically just zodiac signs in my opinion. So it's just your birthday.
This is really cool.
Now, let me know when you get to the class selection.
I am there.
Alright, so down by where the environments are, change the attire to job. And then you can kind of see...
armor.
Yeah. And this is called the artifact armor. This is this is basically throughout all of the Final Fantasy games, this is what, these classes are basically iconic for looking like. Now, they're not called like Gladiator, Pugilist, Marauder, Lancer, Archer. They also have magic classes, but these would be like the Gladiator is technically called the Paladin, the Pugilist is the Monk, the Marauder is the Warrior, the Lancer is the Dragoon, the Archer is a Bard in this game, and then for magic, the Conjurer is the White Mage, the Thaumaturge is the Black Mage, and the Arcanist is actually two jobs. It is the Summoner, and it is also the Scholar. So, I'm not sure. And based on what class you choose, that's where you're going to start out at, like in the starting city. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's where your home city will be. It's just basically where you're going to start out at. So, basically just pick a class that you want to play as, and I'll pick one that'll start in the same area.
Alright, well, I'm kind of liking the Conjurer. That sounds fun.
Yeah, Conjurer is really, really fun. So that's Gridania, so I'm going to go ahead and make a Lancer. And we'll have fun with that. So you can heal me up, and I'll just damage some stuff. Now, this game is pretty complicated. And what I mean by that is... okay, so we can't make on Odin here. It looks like we can make on... Let's go ahead and make on Cerberus. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Alright, let's do that. I'm going to do a little name here. Alright, and I'm going to begin the game. So this game has a couple different systems, and there's two basically, I guess, combat systems. You have a class system and you have a job system. The class system, so this is kind of a lot to explain, but you can switch classes just by changing a weapon out, right? So your Conjurer has a wand. Well, if you put on a lance, you'll become a Lancer. And I'm going to see if I can skip through some of this stuff. It cannot be skipped. That's okay. But basically, you can switch jobs like that, and whatever skills you get as you level up as that other job, you can use them across all the other classes. Sorry, I'm mixing job and class. But as a class like Lancer, and as a class like Conjurer, If you level up Lancer and Conjurer, you can use all of your Conjurer healing abilities as a Lancer, so you can be kind of a solo character. As you get higher level, past level 30, and you unlock the job soul crystals, when you put that on, you become the Dragoon or the White Mage, or the actual job name, and they are more suited to groups, and they cannot use the other abilities of other classes, except for the two that make up that job. So there's 2 classes that make up every job, and then, yeah. But there's a lot of content here, so I just wanted to kind of clear that,
Yeah, it sounds probably sounds more complicated than it is.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting concept for sure, but so you're probably looking at the introduction scene here, right?
Yes, with creepy guy.
Yeah, red
here.
mask face. And then you're putting your equipment on and stuff and looking all cool. Alrighty. So this is the whole introduction part, and basically there is a story. It's a very nice story, actually, and that's just kind of, you saw the introduction cinematic, which, you said you really, really liked that.
It looked beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. And that was also part of the story here. So now we have this little intro thing, and I'm just going to zoom past this. Alright, so now we're going to be in like an instanced area, just kind of like as a tutorial on how to control and stuff like that, so. Alright, so we're finally in the game now. First off, what are your first impressions? What do you think after going through the little introduction part?
There's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
But I guess it explained things.
Yeah, Final Fantasy games, I'm assuming you've never played a Final Fantasy before.
This is my first.
Okay. So all of them are completely different, and usually they are single-player experiences. They're just role-playing games. But 11 and 14 are MMOs. And so they've always been very, very cinematic, and so all of those cinematics and stuff you're going to see a lot of those. So I hope you like storytelling. What do you think of the UI and the graphics and stuff?
Well, the graphics are gorgeous. Like this is beautiful. I could just stand here and look at things.
And your computer's not like super powerful either, and it's running really, really well.
Yeah, it's no beast. Computer's pretty generic, and it's running just fine.
Great, and your settings are pretty high too, from what I saw. So, pretty awesome. So, what do you think of the UI?
Looks like it has everything that needs to be here.
Yeah, there's a lot of elemental resistances and stats.
Yeah. It looks really involved. All the stuff you can do with your character.
Yeah, so if you click the classes, if you open up the character sheet with C and you click classes, you can actually be all of those. There's no limitation saying that you cannot do any of those classes. Like, even for the crafting and harvesting and everything like that, you can literally do everything. Now, you're probably wondering, how do the attributes work if you want to play a mage character and then later on want to do a melee character, right?
Right.
Well, each class has its own attributes. So when you switch classes, the attributes switch as well.
Okay, so you don't have to like redo your settings
exactly
each time.
And in fact, you can set up. You see how you have 2 hotbars there. You can set up a hotbar button to switch jobs, so it'll automatically equip all of your equipment for that character and everything like that. In fact, when you see how in the character sheet you have like this equipment thing and everything here. We haven't unlocked it yet, but when we, I think it's like level 10, when we unlock the ability to switch jobs, we'll have a job changing button, and we just kind of switch to the job, and then it'll have its own equipment and everything like that, and it stays on that character, and it doesn't take up space in the inventory.
Very nice.
Yep. So we have a couple quests that we need to do, called Close to Home. Mine is anyway. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Yours is going to be a little different since you need to go to the Conjurers Guild. I need to go to the Lancers Guild. But as you're walking around, let me know what you think of the world and the environment. Like, oh yeah, this is an aetheryte crystal. Wait till you see this thing. They are magnificent, and they are also basically teleport stones.
All
So
right.
run up to it. Yep, you know what you're doing. You've played MMOs before.
A few.
Oh, and a cutscene.
Oh, more.
Yeah, again, be get used to them because there are lots of cutscenes, and they're well done too. It's not just like they're, you know, cheap or anything. It's just to make you focus on what's important, you know. Great, so we learned the return spell, so we can teleport back here at any moment.
I like how it's like on your screen. You learned this in case you missed it.
And there are a lot of people, like, there's a lot of people. Let me know what you think about the number of people that are just here. And again, this is not launch day. This game has been out for quite a while. And it is busy.
It looks busy. Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
So some of these people have like an icon next to their name.
Yeah, so some of the icons, like a chair and other things like that, some of them are like, I forget what the chair means. I also forget what the, I think they're just, yeah, those are just status icons. I mean, you'll figure it out as you get higher up, but I mean, I don't know what they mean exactly. Oh, this guy over here has a quest. So if you open up your map real quick, I kind of wanted to explain something real quick.
Alright.
You can see everywhere that has a quest for you, right? It's an exclamation point. There's 4 quests here that you can see, right?
Right.
Now, if you're looking at Old Gridania, you'll see that there is like another kind of fiery arrow quest icon, and when you hover over it, it says Close to Home, which is our quest. It means that you need to go to the Old Gridania area. There are 3 entrances to that area, and that area has the next step for your quest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
I'll actually say the map is a little confusing when I just look at it.
Yeah, the map is very confusing, which is why I wanted to explain a little bit. So, and it really starts getting confusing when, if you mouse over things, it explains what everything is. But the confusing part is probably the gates, the orange dots, and why you have a quest icon over a zone area.
Well, to me, actually, when I open the map, it kind of looks like I'm looking at land masses. It doesn't look like I'm looking at a town.
Oh. So you're not
So
looking at
it's-
New Gridania as a knot?
Oh, I am, but
Oh, okay.
I say it's not. It doesn't look like I'm looking at a town. To me, the map feels like I'm looking at, the continents.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
The design of the map.
Yeah, it's very Lord of the Rings-ish. But yeah, so we don't have to get that quest right now. We can just focus on our current quest, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to zone into the next area. So the original game didn't have zones. It was open world, but the game, the game didn't look nearly as good as this. I'll put some footage up over this just to kind of show the difference here, because it's a huge change that they did to this game. I don't think anything has ever been done on this level of revitalizing a game like this. But they redid the entire game, and for the better too. So, Ethernet shards, if you come across one, just go ahead and use it. And basically, it's a quick teleport system. And they'll have like a tutorial window that comes up. I mean, they're really good about giving you tutorial windows for everything.
Sounds good.
Man, all this equipment looks fantastic. Just looking at random people. Alright. I gotta go to the markets. That's where I'm at right now, so. And a cutscene.
That's great. Yeah, the map is confusing to me still. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Is it the so? What's the confusing part about just the layout of it, or like the icons?
I think maybe it's the layout. It's just, to me, it doesn't look like it's showing me the town. It looks like I'm looking at the continent from really far away, and I mean the minimap too. It's just the colors.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you don't think it's contrasted enough to make it clear? I can see that. It's supposed to be the light area is the walkable area.
Oh, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it just looks like it's a river. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does. It does look kind of like a river. Well, maybe if they did the contrast a little bit more, or I don't know. It seems like that's more like a shape issue.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty busy. It is a pretty busy map, so. But what do you think of the world? Like, what do you think of the environment and the graphics and like the design?
It looks really nice. Like we're in some sort of wooded, elfish area.
Yep, that's the city of Gridania. They have 3 cities. So Limsa Mensa is kind of like a waterfront port town. Very, very, very gorgeous city. Gridania is the forest area, and Ulda is kind of like a desert town. It's like a mining area and stuff, very poor, but you know, grandeur type thing. It's a great city. That's my favorite city. But so yeah, just running around doing things.
I think I'm lost.
So here, let me go ahead and invite you to a group. Let me see here. What's your character's name?
Veila, last name Nar. N-E-R. Nair.
Veila, N-A-R?
N-E-R.
N-E-R. Invalid. Let me see
Should
here.
be.
Group, party. Party members. Player search. Here we go. Veila. Execute. There you are. And I'm going to send you a friend request. Okay. So we joined a party. And I should be able to see you on the map, but I don't, so that means you might not be in the same area as me.
Yeah, I think I accidentally ran out of the old area again.
Oh, the old
Gridania.
Did you go to New Gridania, or you went to the North Shroud? Are you in the city still, or are you in, like, a combat area?
Oh, here. Old Gridania.
So I went back to New Gridania real quick, just so I could kind of come find you. Hey, and this is a new player experience, you know, like, these are things that I don't even think about because I've played this game before, so it looks like...
Yeah, I'm officially lost. There's a lot of
moving.
stores. Oh, okay. You're never gonna find me in here. There's 17,000 shops,
That's fine. That's fine. I think
If
so.
you know where that is.
Are you in Olgerdania now?
Yes.
Okay, then I know exactly where you are.
Okay.
Okay, so what's great is I can also see you on the map. And if you open up the map, you can see me running towards you. You're in the markets, and that's where you had to go. You had to listen to Parse Montret's explanation of the markets there. The ebony stalls and the redwood stalls. So.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Yep, and I see
Oh, he's kind of rude.
So yeah, get used to that too. The NPCs here in this game, they're pretty foul-mouthed, and yeah. So while you're doing that, I'm gonna see if there's a mailbox nearby, and there is. Man, this game is gorgeous. It's all nighttime, and the windows are all lit up and everything, and the lights are lit up, and it's got a glow. It's great.
Okay, talk to that guy.
Alright. If you want to, now you can go and accept the quest from him now, or you can run out to me, and you can see me on the map. I'm a little blue dot, kind of walking around. I'm by the mail icon. And then you can meet me out here, so. This is a, helmet. It's called the Onion Helm. It was a collector's edition thing from the original game. You could only get this if you got the collector's edition of the official version. This is the current collector's edition helm. It's actually the helmet of the... it's called the Helm of Light, and it's actually from Final Fantasy I. The Hero of Light wore that helmet. Let me see what else I have here. I'm going to equip this one, though, because I like it. Okay, oh, and I also get a ring here. Let me equip that. And I can actually hide the... I believe it can, anyway. Yeah, character configuration. Display headgear. Nope. Okay, cool. Now, go ahead and... Do you want to go visit your guild right now, or do you just want to go kill some stuff? See how the combat is.
If I don't really need to, let's go kill something.
Okay, cool. Let's we'll go out North Shroud then. Oh, it's starting to rain.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I like the rain.
There's some water here. What? Man, this whole game looks really good.
It is beautiful.
Alright. Coming over here. Alrighty. So, most times people would just follow the quests, and I highly suggest that, but I kind of want to show you what all of this stuff is about. So, we have a ground squirrel here, and I'm just going to start hitting it. And you can see immediately you have feedback on what the enemy is targeting, you know, who I'm targeting and everything, because, like, see right there, right when you start casting, a blue light flew from you over to the enemy. Watch here, I'll attack this. You'll start, you saw the ladybug actually start attacking me, and it added on. Another thing you'll notice is that every single enemy has a letter next to it, because that's kind of like a, whenever you're doing raids and stuff, you kind of want it to be... Oh, I leveled up. You kind of want to kill things in order. So this is an easy way to not have to mark enemies And, yep. Still kill him in order. So how much experience do you have right now?
See, I leveled up to, I had 83 out of 600.
Oh, nice. So you have, like, another ability now.
Yes.
Nice.
Sure.
So you can heal me now. There you go.
Alright.
But now that one's going to start attacking you. So how do you like the combat interface? How do you like the abilities? Like, how does it feel so far?
I like the feel of the combat. It looks cluttered to me, though. There's a lot going on the screen when you're fighting.
So fight by yourself then. Let's see if I. So here's a mouse over this ground squirrel here.
Alright.
And you're gonna notice a yellow streak shoot over to the ladybug. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's showing you that those two are grouped together.
Oh.
Now notice that you don't see it anymore.
Right.
He's now grouped up to another one. A different ladybug. And it all has to do with the system that they assist each other. But go ahead and fight by yourself and see how the combat is without, you know, a bunch of people fighting together. You're kicking some ass. Don't forget to heal yourself if needed.
I'll be fine.
So how was that?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I've never really been a fan of too many things popping on the screen.
Oh, like the icons telling you status effects and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's
you can
like...
actually adjust that.
Well, I'm sure I can.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's here when you start out.
Right.
I would have to mess with that.
Yeah, it is a lot to kind of take in. I kind of prefer it. I like having all of that information just for me, but but yeah, and actually let me see if I can pull out my mounts now. Let's see here. No, still can't pull out the mounts. Let's see here. Unauthorized to summon mounts. So yeah, I guess I gotta be a higher level to summon mounts and stuff. Probably level 10. Because it's generally when you start getting a mount and stuff. But yeah, there are lots of mounts in the game. So it's not just a bunch of chocobos, even though so chocobos are the de facto that is the mount that you get in Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy XI kind of changes it up a little bit. They add more variety and stuff like that. Level up.
All right.
Yep.
Me too.
Congrats. So yeah, the combat is just, it flows, it's easy, and we're getting a chain bonus right now because we're killing these things back to back like this. I don't know if you noticed that. Well, it might not for these because it got to be even level or higher, but we were getting a chain bonus. It was pretty cool. So, oh, now this will probably be even more confusing. Go ahead and open up the map.
Yes.
So this has a fog of war, and in fact, do you see that weird kind of angry face that's pretty nearby?
Yeah, in the blue circle?
Yeah, let's run over to it.
Okay.
That's called a fate. And basically, I know you're a Guild Wars 2 fan.
Right.
Think of it like a public event. it'll actually level you down. You'll probably get a little thing talking about it real quick in the tutorial thing, but you just kind of jump into it and go for it.
Yes, join the fate, in case I wasn't aware.
And just go for it. He's a big one, isn't he?
That's a big fat spider.
He's like a mite, a dust mite.
It's nasty too.
Alright, so yeah, we got experience and we got some go for it.
Some fate rewards. That's new. Some medals and stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
So they have a lot of those, and it doesn't matter what level you are. If you come in this area and you're like, hey, I want to join that fate, it'll level you down to that fate if you agree. So it's pretty cool. And they have like special event ones and stuff like that, but yeah, there's a lot in this game, and there's a lot to do. I would say let's go back and do quests and stuff like that, but the quests are a lot. I mean, so it's a lot. It's a lot of cutscenes, it's a lot of talking, but they're really good. It always gives you something to do. In fact, you're going to have things to do because they have the story quests and they have side quests and they have crafting and they have all this other stuff. You're going to have stuff to do all the way up to the level cap and beyond.
Oh my god, check out this nightmare tree.
Oh yeah, the tree and sapling?
That's scary. That looks horrifying.
And I mean, just look at the animations of it. Like, it's insane how they animated it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great, but I mean, like, I'm gonna have nightmares about that thing.
Well, you were the one saying that you wanted to kill some crazy creatures and stuff, so...
Well, yeah. Kill them all dead, because they scare me.
Well, do you want to try killing it?
It's level 12.
Yeah. But we got me and we got you, and you're a healer.
Yeah, with my one skill.
I got 2 skills.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna die. But now you'll see how death works. Oh, if you don't die, I think we might actually be able to do this, but your healing is making so much hate. You're gonna be heal tanking it. Well, don't run around. Just stand there.
No? Okay.
Because I'm trying to get maximum damage on it.
Thought maybe I'd have a better chance of surviving if I ran around to dodge a little? No?
You maybe if it was telegraphing attacks, but...
Oh.
And they do have telegraphing attacks in the game, but this one does not. So yeah, when you die, you just kind of return back to your aetheryte that you've saved at. Yep. And here we are back again with a whole bunch of people.
Right.
Yeah, now they, if you were to follow the quests and stuff like that, it walks you through the entire starting, you know, and I don't want this video to be too long, but it walks you through the entire starting experience for, you know, like, going from 1 to 10, getting a crafting profession, switching to another job, even going to another city and everything like that. But for the sake of this video, why don't we just make another character for another city so you can kind of see what that's like.
That sounds good.
Alright, let's do that. Yeah, you're going to want to watch that opening cutscene for the city, though. Don't skip it. It's worth watching.
I'll watch it.
The maritime city-state of Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Isn't it great?
It looks amazing. I like the cliffs. They're all windswept.
Yeah, and that's not pre-rendered. That's what it looks like.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Final Fantasy XIV. And this game looks incredible.
For sure. The shadows look great too in the sunlight.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So now I'm in the instance for the tutorial for all the controls and stuff. Alrighty, so this is Lominsa. Let's go ahead and walk around. Now we have some quests here. You're going to see quest items and everything all over the place. But let's walk around, get attuned to the Aetheryte. Oh, here's some summoners here. That's their Ifrit Fire Beast summon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
scary.
They have a whole bunch of different ones. Wait till you actually fight him, because man, he is an impressive looking beast. Attune to the Aetheryte. Go through some more cutscenes. See, when you're trying to get a video done, it's annoying, but
Yeah.
but when you're actually playing the game, it's endearing. Like it's not annoying at all. It's like you want all of this stuff to happen. You know, it's engaging. But we're just kind of clicking through it, and then let me know when you're done. And we'll kind of explore real quick, and then go do some questing. So, or not questing, but we'll do some killing. some hunting, if you will.
Alright, done.
Alright, so, let's go back the way we came. Like, keep an eye on your mini-map here. I went to the east.
I see you.
Alright, we're going to go back up over here, take the stairs. To the upper decks. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can see a broader scope of the city. So you can see from here, there's the Aetheryte Plaza that we were just at, right there. It's hard to miss the Aetheryte. But there's not many people that actually like this city because if you open up the map, it's very long bridges that are linked up to actual other areas, and it's kind of hard to traverse in a way that isn't completely annoying. You know what I mean? Like
it seems like it could take a long time running place to place.
Yeah, that's why they have the Aetheryte, the Aethernet shards. They're little like instant teleport things that you can use when you're inside of the city. But let's go back downstairs here, and we'll go outside and kind of see what this environment looks like compared to Gridania. Alright, and then we want to go east. So it's again a completely different setting. Oh wow, cool. So you see the zone line here?
Mm-hmm.
He used to have to run across that entire bridge.
Nice.
Like, because there was no zoning before. So it would all be like one big zone, so you had to run across the bridge and it took forever to get outside. So here we go. You thought those trees were scary. Here's a Gabu.
Oh my goodness.
Believe it or not, some people have these as mounts. Like, they're that size and everything.
That is... Look at all the teeth.
Yeah. Oh look, there's one right now. He's running around over there. But here's a ladybug. Just gonna start killing this thing.
Oh, you...
Oh wow, I just got my ass handed to me.
Can I rest you?
No you can't, but
No.
I should be able to come back really quickly. I wonder what killed me. I guess the Gabu was helping them out or something like that.
It attacked you as soon as you
Attacked
hit the ladybug.
Yeah, okay. So it was helping out the ladybug. That's why you always need to check to see who's assisting what. So, but go ahead and try out the
I found a nice rat I'm gonna try and kill.
Okay. I'll be out there in a moment. There's some Magitech armor. Alright. There you are. Cool. So how's this class compared to Conjurer?
It has a longer casting time for my one skill. But I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. You got the spell book.
Yep, and you'll get a summon later on. Something to kind of help you out. It's called a Carbuncle. And you won't get that until you actually do the quest lines and stuff. Like there's so many different types of quest lines. They have like side quests, they have class quests, they have story quests, and they're all like interesting chains and stuff. The story is an overarching quest line. Like, it is completely persistent, but the side quest lines and the class quest lines, those are kind of just by themselves, are contained, I guess. So how do you like this environment here? Kind of more open, you know, far draw distances, very green and kind of cliffy. You can see some mountains in the foreground.
I prefer a little bit more open, especially for starting out, so you get a feel for everything.
So you like this open?
I do.
Nice. Well, actually, let's explore
Also
a little
because
bit.
also because even though it's open, it's not empty.
Right.
By any stretch of the imagination.
So you see that tower up there?
Yes.
Do you think that's a tower that we could walk to?
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, let's walk to it.
Looks like
It's just right over here.
path and gate and city and stuff. Ooh, gold spam. All right.
Every good game has it. Alrighty. Just gonna go over here. Tiny Mandragora. Now, if you watch the Final Fantasy XI video, you'll recognize the Tiny Mandragoras from that. They have a lot of carryover from Final Fantasy XI over to into Final Fantasy XIV. So you'll see some of the same mobs.
They're cute.
Yeah, they are cute. But yeah, here we are. Summerford Farms. If you stand up here and you turn back around, it's quite a sight.
Big city.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's a full-size behemoth. As a mount.
Right.
Yeah. And this is a Magitech armor mount. Yeah. Here's a Chocobo Keep. You can use them to kind of port, kind of like in Ragnarok Online 2 when we had that Cafra transportator. They'll send you on a basically a Chocobo taxi. You know, do that. They have striking dummies, and again at level 10 you can start changing your class out. So if you're like, I'm level 10 in this class and I really don't like it anymore, you can just switch to something else. You don't need to remake a character or anything like that. But while we are here, let's go ahead and just attune to this Aetheryte. And now we've learned teleport magically. So how does that work? Well, click on you have like 7 buttons at the bottom right here. Click on the middle one called Travel. Click on Teleport, and you have 2 teleport options. Now,
All right.
yeah, now we could do that if we wanted to, or we can just hit Return. And go ahead and do that now, so you can kind of see what the teleport's like.
Ooh, fancy.
And what we're doing is we're returning back to where we first attuned to the Aetheryte. There we go. Oh, and there's another summoner's pet. That one's Garuda, the wind one. But yeah, there's a lot to this game. The graphics are amazing. There's so much to do. You can do harvesting, you can do gathering, you can do leveling up a whole bunch of different classes. You can do dungeons. They have a dungeon finder. They have so many dungeons. They have easy mode and hard mode dungeons. They have tons of quests. All sorts of great things. Like, it's just, they have housing. They have like gardening. They have chocobo raising. They have everything you could think of. So what's your opinion?
Well, it looks amazing, and I'm really surprised at how well it runs. I haven't had any lag or any weird hiccups running this so far. Even with the combat being a bit flashy, there's a lot of stuff going on there. I'm definitely intrigued. I'm going to be playing this.
So you're going to be playing this?
I will.
Nice. So, what are some of the things you like, and what are some of the things you don't like? I know you don't like the map, and I know you don't like how busy the combat is.
Yeah. But you said there were options to fiddle with that?
Yeah, if you hit escape here, you have a lot of things, actually. You can go to HUD layout if you really want your eyes to go cross-eyed.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
You can go to system configuration, and that will do, different sounds and stuff like that. I think if you do configuration for character here, this is when you can start. Yeah, so you can go to UI settings and do some displays for the HUD and the party list. They have display name settings, they have hotbar settings, log window settings, control settings, all that stuff. So,
right, good. Well, at least there's option to fiddle with all that stuff, because I always do that anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the map bothers me. That's
the only thing that bothers you?
Yeah, I simply don't like it.
Okay.
But it's something I can live with. It's good. I'm sure it's a matter of getting used to.
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of things like that.
I mean, and when I was first starting out, they've improved it a little bit, but Limsa Lamenta basically, this map especially, there's so many entrances to the other areas that whenever I had a quest, I kept running after the quest icon and not necessarily going to the next area where the quest was at, because I didn't realize I had to go to the next area. So it was pretty confusing, but they've improved it pretty well. But yeah, there are a lot of people playing this game, and it's a fantastic game. I mean, so initial impressions, I mean, you're going to be playing it, so obviously you like it.
I do. I really like my character, the way everything, the hair moves. And my character has a tail, which moves. And I also really like the design of everything. It's it's fantasy, and it's crazy, but it's not out of this world crazy.
Right. It's kind of grounded in reality, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, I've seen things that, it's a fantasy world, for sure.
Absolutely. But there's a ton to this game, and if you want to check it out, if you're curious if it's even going to run on your machine, they have a benchmark, which we started with first. It ran great on your machine, and we went from there. I think the game was only $20 for the Steam Summer Sale, and it's fairly cheap. Even still, you can still find it, around for a pretty good price. So it does have a subscription fee of $15 a month, but there's no cash op, no nothing like that. It's just literally straight up sub fee, and then you don't have to be bothered with anything like, oh, blah 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 blah, buy this sort of thing. No, you get the whole game. Everyone's on the same level. It's that simple. So for Veila, this is Saieno. We were playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's a fantastic game, and go ahead and give it a shot. I think you'll like it. Alright, take care.